Why did I do this? Don't most people prepare in advance for something like a gaming tournament? Or at least know the ins and outs of the game, have some experience playing it? Was it for the clickbait title? Yes, absolutely. But it's also because I want to show you guys something, a good lesson for anyone. But I have to tell you what happened first before it will make sense. Twitter is a magical place, sometimes. You can rig the algorithm with just enough unconscious bias so that it tailors your viewing experience to exactly what you want. For some people, it's a plethora of arguments and drama, but for me, I get cool posts of cool pixel art and indie developer posts showing off their passion projects. That's how I got into Endcycle. Getting fed a Twitter post from their official account about their upcoming release and a tournament to celebrate it. I'm an absolute diehard for games that follow this real-time action gameplay of moving around in a grid that's based off of Mega Man Battle Network and now being revived thanks to the indie scene like Endcycle Versus and One Step from Eden. I don't think there's a real name for this kind of game. Square action RPG, real-time chess, grid battler. Someone will figure it out one day. The first challenge of the day on the tournament was to get my game battle ready, but thankfully that only meant completing the tutorial and setting up a deck of cards to fight with. I beat the tutorial version on the free mobile version that I was planning to play on, but the ending unfortunately glitched out. Not wanting to waste precious time fixing the issue before the tournament, I bought the Steam version and raced through the tutorial again. Then I had to build a deck out of a stack of cards I could add into these 12 slots.
It looks like I can double up on abilities. That might be what I want to do. Yeah, probably gonna double up on abilities just so that no matter what setup I'm on, I got mostly the same things. Because that will be less complicated. I'm literally just gonna have 4 chips. I'm balling. Let's ball.
And now with me completely ready to battle in this tournament, I now just had to wait for my first match to start. And what better training for Endcycle than some
Super Smash Brothers Melee!
Give him the old swoop. Three, 4. Oh god, someone's mentioning me on this one. Shit. I read this faster. My opponent's asking me to play.
Show me your moves.
Okay, that's enough melee. Let's play this other game now. Fuck, I wanted to play that Falcon player more, dude. That guy was good. I want to play that Falcon more. Alright, let's get bodied. Now again, besides the basic controls, having a rough idea of what my 4 cards did, and knowing about the super move the game calls the Ultra Noise, I knew nothing about this game. And for all I know, the guy I'm facing could have been playing this game for, I don't know, years, months, a long time. All I could do was rely on my previous experience of playing hours and hours of Mega Man Battle Network and One Step from Eden, and just learn attack patterns and try to dodge or block them when they came up. For a while, things were going decently. I was getting some hits off, getting hits with my Ultra Noise, and dodging and blocking enough attacks that I could heal back up with my Health Restore card. Unfortunately, he was on the same wavelength. It got to the point where I got Cycle Crushed. What's a Cycle Crush? I don't know. It's been a week or so since this tournament, and I still don't know. I haven't gotten around to actually learning all the mechanics of Endcycle yet. All I knew was that I lost control of my character, and he was laying on the damage. Sajin takes the first game. I tried to make a comeback from being down a game, but unfortunately I wasn't able to find the hits I needed to overcome the same problem from the last game, and I got crushed and I lost all my HP. In a double elimination bracket, every loser must have lost at least 2 sets in order to be knocked out of the tournament. Losing my first match to Sajin, that meant if I lost my next match, I'd be out. The next match I fight Dorner, one of the mainstays of the Endcycle community. I mean, he has to be, he has a Discord emote named after him. On top of that, I'm playing on stream in front of everyone else, and that's the magic of these small home-style netplay tournaments. Here's me, Mr. 0 hours in the game, nobody, and I'm next up to play after a player who just did this.
Oh! I'm giving that. Ouch!
Ah,
that hurts.
Hate to see it.
That was a painful combo. Wow.
The first game starts, and I already feel more confident about my inputs, more comfortable throwing out my low bullets and slashing moves. Dorner has some familiar attacks, but some are tough to beat, like the ball wave or this evasion spin move. But I get some nice parries in with my blocking move, and I keep healing up. At some point, I land a nice counter slash and bring him down to about 100 HP. But then this happens. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. Yep. The HP is now about even, and I have no idea if I'm gonna land the last hits to close out the game. In desperation, I throw out my ultra, and this happens. Oh no! That shouldn't have happened, dude! Oh no! Game 1 goes to me, and I'm still bewildered how that happened. So much in fact that I break the rules. I didn't realize that lobbies for tournament play had to be set with a classic game mode at the start, so you get a grid setup of 2 friendly, 2 neutral, and 2 enemy columns of squares. Game 1 played by these rules, but when we jumped into Game 2 the grid style changed. Lesson for any tournament entrant for their first time: read the damn rules. I learned the hard way. Game 2 was restarted, Dorner switched to a serious setup, and it was about.
Ooh. The match is really into Daniel's favor. Joken could move diagonally onto the free field, but he refuses to. Ooh, that's the ultra. That's all 4 attacks hitting. It's gonna reduce his crush faster. Oh, that's the ultra. However, Jehoken with the barrier blocking the Elecray. Oh my god.
But he ends up taking the last match at the last stretch, and now we're
back
even.
to a more neutral state. However, Daniel could combo this. No, Jehoken is activating this side barrier. Jehoken's attacks are missing Daniel, but the ultras are building up again. We might see another ultra pop any moment now. Yes, there's the ultra, and Daniel gets stunned. Jehoken following it up with 3 attacks. Oh, it's anybody's game right now. Oh, Jehoken is behind Daniel, healing up. No, Daniel doesn't let him. Oh, that could be the end of it. Yes! Oh, damn, with 35 HP left. I'm saving that as a gift. 35 HP left on Daniel. He wins the battle.
Damn, that was really good, man.
Riding that momentum, he's able to close out the set with a clean 3-hit combo. Oh no! Oh, I didn't even get to do my second super. Oh, damn, he got me there, dude. You got me there. And that's that. That was my tournament. And that's it. I still remember the first real gaming tournament that I traveled to and competed in. It was a small monthly melee tournament hosted in my city. I spent months before learning all of the advanced techniques of the game. Out cancelling, wave dashing, comboing, getting out of combos, and for my character Samus, learning to get out the fastest missiles possible. But despite all my practice, I got washed by players who had been playing for years. But the loss that stung the most was this Mario player who seemingly didn't have any of those preparatory skills that I learned myself. Every time I fired a missile, he'd just throw his cape and the missile would slam me in my face. If I tried anything else, he'd find a way around my moves and get me off stage. And because I recovered terribly, he would F-smash me and take my stock. Now this is a miserable story, but it highlights a powerful lesson. These games can showcase such a wide variety of skills. A player can learn the game or bring past skills in a way that allows them to succeed in a path that's completely different from the norm. This Mario beat me without any of Melee's advanced techniques conventionally assumed necessary, because he had a fundamental knowledge of his moves, how to counter mine, and how to keep the stage. And I felt I was able to take a game in Endcycle Versus because I played enough similar games to have an idea on how to dodge moves, use the 4 moves that I knew to the best of my ability, and admittedly camp and pray for big ultras. Tournaments are the lifeblood of any competitive endeavor. They are a communal gathering of like-minded people passionate enough about something to put their skills in that thing on the line in front of their peers and spectators in the hopes of being crowned the best. But in a double elimination bracket, half of the entrants are out of the tournament after the first 2 loser rounds, 75% after the next 2. The unfortunate reality of tournaments is that ultimately, there's only one winner. No matter how much time or effort you put into the game, it won't necessarily lead to a tournament victory. But undoubtedly, you can learn lessons for the next time, learn a new dimension about yourself, how you play in the game and who you are as a person, and create hype moments of the game in the height of tension, stakes, and anxiety. And an active competitive scene is so vital for a multiplayer game, showing the public that there is a group of diehard fans of the game enough so that they spare their time and effort to compete in it. Look, I had no illusions of coming out on top of this tournament. That day, I competed in a game I literally bought the day of the event. Winning even one game, let alone multiple sets, would have been a miracle. So why did I enter this tournament? Because I knew I'd have a downright blast doing it. It was fun, and I plan to do it again. I want others to feel that joy, that exhilaration of playing a tournament. At its best, it is a wave of emotion and adrenaline that is rarely found in everyday life. It's probably the best addiction there is in the world. If you've ever been on the fence about getting into a tournament scene, whether it's for a video game you enjoyed, or a casual sports league, even just queuing up into a ranked ladder for fake points, just remember, we've all been beginners at some point. It's not embarrassing to lose. It's all a part of learning, of the game, and just life in general. No matter what, if you stick with it, you'll surely gain some good memories and stories to tell. Hope to see you at the next one, viewers.